Hey Crock Posse, today we're gonna be cooking a chicken divan. Chicken divan. Chicken divan. Chicken divan? I don't know, but it's gonna be divine chicken that we're gonna be cooking. We're gonna be doing it in our slow cooker. It's gonna be super easy to make and we're gonna do it all while having a whole lot of fun.
Are you ready?
No. Wardrobe change.
Oh.
Now.
I thought this was the chicken divan diva that we were dealing with. Dealing with the chicken divan diva.
It's very hard to work under these conditions. Hi and welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy, where we're cooking up dishes straight from recipes.crock.com, which is my beautiful wife's cooking blog. And today we are going to be cooking up another reader submission. This one comes from a land far, far away. This comes from Miss Sarah Hunter from Australia. Good day. That's about as good as that accent gets, so I'll go back to my own redneck way now. Sarah sent us a recipe for a chicken, and I'm going to try and say it right here. I think it's Divan. D-I-V-A-N. Divan.
Divan.
Divan. Divan. Who knows what it is, but it's going to be used with the chicken. And we tried out this recipe, and it was absolutely fantastic, delicious, completely different from a lot of stuff that we eat. We're not big Indian food eaters, and I know curries use a lot of Indian food. I've had a little bit of Indian food, and it's not bad. But we tried the curry in this, and it's fantastic. It's really good. It's not super spicy. It adds a little bit of a bite, but it's more flavor than anything. So, honey, since you won't let me wear my glasses, why don't you read to me the ingredients, and I shall point them out.
All right.
Like Vanna White.
We have 2 pounds of chicken tenderloin.
Yes, you can use chicken breasts, or you probably use chicken thighs if you want to. We're going to use chicken tenderloin. They'll cook up a little quicker, and they're tenderer.
Yep. You have 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. Now,
we are an honest family, and in full disclosure, we have to show you something. I don't know if you can see this or not. That's not chicken. This is cream of celery soup, because we discovered right before we were going to tape this, when we got the ingredients out, that somebody forgot to go get some soup.
No, somebody purposefully didn't buy the soup because she just knew she had it in the pantry.
She was wrong.
Yes, she was. So we don't even have regular cream of chicken soup. We have cream of chicken soup with herbs, and we have cream of celery soup. But it'll all work out.
Here's the thing. People have asked before, what if I don't have insert ingredient here? What can I use? If you don't have cream of chicken soup, another cream of soup is fine. It will work because you're going for the creaminess, and it's going to have some flavor. I still have broccoli on my fingers for some reason, but I'll have it on my teeth later. Next,
2 tablespoons of mayo. Oopsie. And Sarah had told us that to make sure and use, like, I guess their real egg mayo, which I'm pretty sure that's, yes, it has eggs.
That's real mayonnaise made with eggs.
Yes. So, so we got that, and then 1 to 2 teaspoons of curry powder, a half a cup of chicken stock, and a 16-ounce bag of frozen broccoli. We used florets, and you're going to want to thaw it. Don't cook it, thaw it. Don't get that up your nose. That
smells good. That would be bad. So
first things first, we're going to put our chicken and broccoli down in our slow cooker.
You know, I could totally say this part.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, I'm going to take my chicken first off. I want it on the bottom, right? So that it'll cook on the heat the most. So I'll just kind of, I don't know. You could be pretty about it if you want. I'm just going to kind of layer it in there.
Now, Mikey, why are we using the casserole crock?
Because you put it on the counter and said this is what we're going to use. Well, one, it'll cook different. It'll cook quicker. Will it cook quicker in this or no?
I don't think so. Typically, our casserole crock cooks a little cooler.
But I remember now when I said, why are we using the casserole crock? You can portion it out better.
Yes.
Because you can kind of think grid style.
We like it for meat dishes.
Keep talking while I watch these.
We like it for meat dishes because it kind of lets all of your stuff spread out and everything get flavored. So, for example, if you put this in a 6-quart, which you're more than happy to do if that's what you have. But the flavors are going to have less surface area on the chicken to kind of get in there. So when you spread it out, you can get that curry all over all the chicken and all the broccoli. And so we like it for those kinds of dishes.
Smart lady.
Yeah.
Broccoli next?
Yep.
All right, broccoli in the casserole on top of our chicken. Now, we thawed this out.
Yeah.
It's still a little cold. You can still feel it's a little frozen.
We don't want to cook it because we're going to cook it now. And otherwise it'll kind of fall apart. We also use florets instead of broccoli cuts. You can use broccoli cuts, but people sometimes complain when broccoli's in the crock pot that it kind of disintegrates.
Yeah.
One way to do that is to start with thawed but not cooked broccoli, and then also to use florets instead of chopped broccoli, because chopped broccoli is going to have its smaller pieces, so it's going to cook down a lot more.
Well, now I'm going to take my 2 cans of soup. I know this part. Take my 2 cans of soup in a bowl, small mixing bowl. I just flung it all over my phone. That's great. See, I was going to read out the recipe here that Sarah gave us, but you're going to do all the hard work, I guess.
I guess.
All right, so there's my can of fake chicken, cream chicken soup. That's my cream of celery. And we'll still get the chicken flavor in with the cream of chicken with herb. Poor herb. Just like that. And our 1 to 2 tablespoons.
Teaspoons, honey.
Teaspoons. Somebody's going to take a bite of that and burn their head off. Got chicken soup on that. So 1 to 2 teaspoons, and
we've had this
if you're kind of a lightweight when it comes to spicy stuff, you might do the 1 tablespoon.
Teaspoon.
We've had teaspoon, little t.
Oh my goodness!
I really like curry. Teaspoon.
It will taste a lot different if you put 2 tablespoons in there.
We're going to use 2 teaspoons, and I mean that curry is very, very powerful.
Yeah.
In its aroma. So
now you want 2 tablespoons of mayo.
Real mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, a lot of ingredients in this. 1, 2. That's approximate. I'm okay with it.
And then a half a cup. Is that a half cup? Yeah.
This is a half cup of chicken stock. Chicken broth, chicken stock.
Yeah, we use broth.
Chicken juice. From a freshly squeezed chicken. It's always best. And then I'm going to mix this up.
Yeah.
Probably should have grabbed a...
whisk.
That's the thing.
Y'all
ever had one of them words just escape your head? You could see it in your head. You know what you're talking about.
Away?
I'm the smart aleck. So now she's reading you the ingredients and she's doing all the jokes.
Aww.
Pretty soon she'll be in front of the camera cooking the dishes. Come on.
No.
Wouldn't y'all like to see her cook a dish? She really does do the majority of the cooking around here. I'm just taking all the credit. So get that mixed up pretty good. Get some of the chunks out from the mayonnaise and that curry. Curry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are gone. Don't you cry no more. Anybody? Sticks? Really? Nobody? Good. Good song. They sang it a lot better than I just did. Alright, now this
goes
on top of this.
Yep.
Just take it and pour it straight over the top, kind of evenly, you know, because you want it to have an even taste to it. And I agree with my wife, mainly because I should. But to do this in the casserole crock, it'll be a lot more even on something like this. So this is definitely something you want to do in the casserole crock.
But if you don't have a casserole crock, it will cook up just fine.
Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. I mean, it's don't not do something because you don't think you got the right equipment. Try it. Just like that.
Now, when we put this on the blog, we got a lot of feedback. One of that people love it. It was delicious. And then I got some feedback from some readers that say they've always had this dish with cheddar cheese on top. So we thought for today
we're gonna do an experiment.
We're gonna try it with cheddar cheese on top. So that's an optional step. That's not a part of Sarah's original recipe.
Right.
But
we had it without, and it was super good. We're gonna try it
without, and we're gonna try it with.
You know what I wish we had?
What?
I wish we had some naan bread. Because eat it kind of like you do in Indian fashion, where you grab it with the bread itself. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands again, real quick, just to get the soup off of it. And now, what do you think? Should we do the whole package, or?
Probably. Just get it covered real good.
Oh, Terry here was on the other side. Alright, so whole shebang right on top. Oh no, that's going to be a lot of cheese. Do the whole thing.
Maybe we do half bag?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a half bag, so what is that, 2 cups?
No, honey, 2 cups is a whole bag.
Then we're going to use 1 cup of cheese. Yeah, because that's about a half a bag, and that covers that sucker pretty good. Maybe a little bit, right?
Well, a lot of that's because we're using the finely shredded.
Yeah. I like cheese. I'll put them more. 1 to 1.5 cups, we'll say. There, it covers it all up. Alright, so the cheese is on. The cheese is on.
Alright, put
it's on Divan.
Alright, lid on.
Now, how long do we want to cook this for, and on what setting?
We want to, she says to cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours. We tested it, and if your slow cooker cooks hot, or or if you happen to be using the tenders like we are, it could be done as early as 4 to 5 hours.
All right.
So we're going to put it on, and ours is probably going to be done around 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
Right.
So we're going to set it, and then we will come back, and it will be done. Just like this. And now we are back, and dinner should be ready to go. Our chicken divan has cooked now for how long?
Oh, why don't you know, Mikey?
Well, because we taped 2 shows, or 2 halves of 2 shows, the beginning halves, and then I went and took a nap. So I don't even know what time it is. It very well could be Tuesday, for all I know.
I think it cooked for about 4.5 hours. I think.
Our dog's like, I want that. I want that. I will get you something here in just a minute, Octavius. Until then, go see Mommy. Go see Mommy. Good boy. All right, now we're all hungry around here, so let's check out our chicken divan. It's going to be real steamy. Try not to get that on the camera. Probably fail, but that's okay. Look at that. All that cheese on our little experiment for the cheddar cheese on top is melted down, of course, into the broccoli. And your chicken and your... it's a little watery. I take it there's nothing to worry about with something like that, just in case.
No, but you just dumped the lid water in that corner.
That's why. So, it's not so watery, so that's good. Sometimes you should just follow the recipe on the site, not necessarily exactly how I do. That's a lot of chicken. I'll have that.
You're having a hard time since waking up, aren't you? Good.
Yeah. Since about 5:30 this morning. But there we go. I got some chicken, as well as that broccoli with all that goodness right there. Look at that. I wish you had smell-o-vision because...
Well, and the cheese makes total sense. Broccoli and cheese was meant to go together.
Yep.
So I'll be interested to know how this tastes.
Me too. So here we go. Let's try it out. We'll get a little... There's some cheesy broccoli right there. I'm going to cut that floret in half. We'll get some broccoli and cheese. Some of that sauce with that curry and all those soups. Our real chicken... creamy chicken soup and our fake creamy soup. For all y'all who just came in on the latter half of this video, we ran out of cream of chicken soup, so we had to use cream of celery as a substitute. For all y'all that just came in on this half of the video, how'd you know where to come in? It's hot. Oh, good. The cheddar adds to it. Now, full disclosure. No, I'm not walking away. I put just a wee bit of salt myself. I got me Irish going on. I put a wee bit of salt on it.
Yeah.
But other than putting a little bit of salt on it just to suit my taste. That curry, it's got such an interesting flavor. I wish I could explain it. It's not hot.
It tastes like curry.
For lack of better usage of words, yeah, it tastes like curry. But it's good. It's grassy? I don't know. I don't know how to explain. But it really goes well with broccoli. I like the flavor of the broccoli with the curry. Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about adding the cheese? Yay, nay?
I think the cheese is good with it. Now, we've had it both ways. I like it both ways. I'm not real partial either way. If you feel like putting cheese on top of it, I wouldn't stop you. If you want it the Sarah way, that's what I'll call it, the Hunter way. The Hunter way. If you want to do it without the cheese, it's totally good as well. The way I've had this before, I think we had tortillas was the only thing we had as far as a bread at the time in the house. So either that or a naan bread. I tried to get my wife to go to the store and get me some naan bread.
While he napped.
Or a pita bread or something like that to eat it. You know, grab it and eat it with, or, you know, pack it in a pita and eat it that way. Maybe some pita chips.
Or you could eat it as is, or I bet it would be good over rice.
I'm eating it as is because I don't have any.
Wouldn't it be? Because I didn't.
Yes, it would be very, very good over rice. Absolutely, very good over rice. Or maybe orzo pasta or something like that. Or quinoa, if you like quinoa. For the longest time, I thought it was pronounced quinoa, but it's quinoa. So then when somebody said, you need to get yourself some quinoa, I'm like, I didn't know what quinoa was. And I'm like, I know what quinoa is. Right now I know that this is super good. But, give me a second. I'll do this, you just curry on.
Hopefully
Super
it'll
good.
pep you back up. You're kind of a little drowsy since sleeping.
That curry is pepping me back up. This, knowing that this is coming straight from one of our family members in the Crock Posse, peps me back up quite a bit. Miss Sarah Hunter, we thank you. If everybody would down in the comments below say thank you, Sarah. And let her know that we appreciate her here on the Crock Posse, especially for sending this divine chicken divan. Divan. However y'all say it. My wife just ran herself into the wine rack. That's where I drove her to, folks. But again, we want to thank you for watching another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy. If you like what you saw, please give us a like up here, down here, wherever the like, wherever it goes. Click it, or wherever it's at. Also, again, you know, thanks Sarah for giving us this recipe. Would you put rice under it? Would you put cheese on top of it? I know where it's going to go. You're going to put it in you. But what with? And then also, if you haven't become a member of the Crock Posse, click that little red button that says subscribe and join the family. All we're going to do is have some fun together, laugh a lot, eat a lot, sing a little, and have a really good time. Because if y'all keep watching, we'll keep cooking, and all will be well. Well. Hello, my little pretty.
I know this is deeply going to bother you, but you totally have buggy eyes right now.
I can't read.
I thought you wanted me to snap.
I'm about to.
Don't break my plate.